welcome to the channel. My name is Anna Maria and this is the 24th episode I'm doing in a series about the witch trials. In today's episode I will talk about the witches of Warboys. I will link the other ones down below. I will remind everyone that the witch trials were brutal and some of the themes I will take up can be distressing, especially when it comes to the sentences and the punishments for the accused. So a warning for the episode. This is about family, and in the center of this is a woman called Alice Samuel and her family. This happened between 1589 and 1593 in a village called Warboys in Huntingdonshire in England. The accusers in these witch trials were from the Throckmorton family. They were a family with connections higher up and with rich families such as the Cromwells. And in 1589 several of their servants and also their daughters started to accuse Alice Samuel for witchcraft. This happened after some other allegations here and there accused Alice for being a witch. One of the daughters, Jane Throckmorton, started to have a sneezing fit that lasted for half an hour or so, and she was blaming Alice. Her sisters and some of the servants started to show symptoms shortly after as well. And when Alice was brought to the family, the children instantly became worse, and even tried to attack and scratch Alice. After this, the children would have fits that lasted for hours at a time and sometimes several times a day. This included sneezing and not being able to see or hear. All of this was blamed on Alice. Another person involved in this was Lady Cromwell, who was a close friend with the Throckmorton family. She decided to meet up with Alice in 1590 to have a discussion with her about all the things that she was accused for. During this, Lady Cromwell managed to get a lock of Alice's hair. According to old folklore or old folk remedy, you could burn a witch's hair to make her powers weaker. Mrs. Throckmorton did this for her daughters. But it didn't go exactly to plan, because the same night Lady Cromwell started to have nightmares and later became ill. She then died in 1592. The death of Lady Cromwell led into a trial, and Alice was encouraged to confess that she was a witch. She did, and then took it back almost immediately, but that didn't help her case. She, her husband and her daughter was taken to prison, where Alice confessed again. In 1593, the whole family were tried and found guilty for the death of Lady Cromwell, and they were executed by hanging. After the hangings, the head of the Throckmorton family, Robert, left his wife and Warboys behind, and his wife died shortly after his disappearance. And that was all for this episode about the witches of Warboys. In the next episode I will talk about the witch trials in New York. If you like this episode, please like, comment and subscribe, and don't forget the notifications, and I will see you in the next one.